Welcome, artists. Today, we're diving into the world of three-dimensional urban textured painting where cityscapes leap off the canvas and you can actually feel the brick, glass, and pavement. This technique lets you break free from flat art, building your city right on the canvas for incredible depth and realism. We'll use thick paste and everyday objects to sculpt, layer, and paint a city that's bursting with personality. Grab your creativity, let's build the city of your dreams. Before we dive into the exciting world of urban landscape painting, let's gather our tools, the essential ingredients for bringing your cityscape to life. Having everything within reach will allow you to focus on the creative process without interruption. First, you'll need a sturdy canvas. The size depends on the scale of your vision, but a medium-sized canvas is a great place to start. Alternatively, a wooden panel can provide a different texture and feel, offering a unique surface for your artwork. To add depth and dimension, grab some modeling paste. This will allow you to create raised areas and interesting textures in your painting. Or, for a smoother texture, consider using texture gel. It's perfect for creating subtle variations on your canvas. And palette knives. These are essential for applying the modeling paste and texture gel, as well as for creating interesting effects with your paint. Don't be afraid to experiment with unconventional tools like old credit cards and popsicle sticks. They can create surprisingly effective textures and lines. For texture, grab bubble wrap. Pressing it onto the wet paint can create a fantastic, irregular pattern, perfect for suggesting distant buildings or foliage. Aluminum foil, when crumpled and pressed onto the canvas, can mimic the reflective surfaces of modern architecture. Or cardboard for unique patterns. The ridges of corrugated cardboard can be used to create the impression of rows of windows or textured walls. Acrylic paints work best. They dry quickly and are versatile enough to handle various techniques. Choose a range of colors from deep blues and grays for shadows to vibrant yellows and reds for highlights. Consider the colors you'll need for buildings, skies, capturing the mood and atmosphere of your cityscape, and details like windows, doors, and architectural features that make your city unique. You'll also need plus a few brushes in different sizes. A variety of brushes will allow you to create both broad strokes and fine details. Don't forget a pencil ruler for sketching out your composition and ensuring straight lines. And of course, water for cleaning your brushes, and a rag for wiping away excess paint. But most importantly, bring your imagination. Let your creativity flow and don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques and styles. After all, this is your city. Capture its essence, its energy, and its unique character on your canvas. We're about to embark on a creative journey, transforming a blank canvas into a vibrant, textured cityscape. Our first step, laying the foundation. Start by sketching your city's outline on the canvas. Don't worry about perfection at this stage. It's all about capturing the essence of the urban landscape. Think about the overall composition and how you want your city to rise from the canvas. Begin by mapping out the placement of your tallest structures. Tall buildings in front will immediately draw the viewer's eye and establish a sense of scale. Consider the different shapes and sizes of skyscrapers you want to include. Are they sleek and modern, or do they have a more classic architectural feel? To create a realistic sense of depth, remember the principles of perspective. Buildings further away should appear smaller. Smaller ones in back for depth. This will give your cityscape a more three-dimensional quality and pull the viewer into the scene. Overlap buildings slightly to enhance the illusion of distance. Now for the fun part, adding texture. Grab your modeling paste and a palette knife. Use modeling paste to frost your buildings, creating a raised, three-dimensional effect. This is where your city really starts to come to life. For buildings in the foreground, don't be afraid to be generous with the paste. Sculpting thick layers for foreground will make them stand out and create dramatic shadows. Experiment with different application techniques to achieve varied textures. As you move towards the background, use a lighter touch. Apply the modeling paste more thinly for the buildings that are further away, thinner for background. This will help maintain the illusion of depth and prevent the background from overpowering the foreground. While the paste is still wet and pliable, it's time to add even more detail. Press in textures with your tools to mimic the surfaces of different building materials. This is where you can really get creative and personalize your cityscape. A simple piece of cardboard can be surprisingly effective for creating brick textures. Cardboard for bricks. Simply press the edge of the cardboard into the wet paste to create a repeating pattern. For a more abstract or modern texture, try using bubble wrap. Bubble wrap for patterns. The raised bubbles will create a unique and interesting pattern on the surface of your buildings. To add architectural details, use a popsicle stick or other small tool to carve windows. or carve windows with a popsicle stick. You can create rows of windows, individual windows, or even abstract window patterns. Don't limit yourself to just one or two textures. Experiment with different textures for each building to create a diverse and visually interesting cityscape. Think about the different materials you see in real cities: brick, concrete, glass, steel, and try to replicate those textures on your canvas. Once you're happy with the textures, it's time to let your creation rest. Let your city dry completely. This could take a few hours depending on the thickness of the modeling paste and the humidity in your environment. Be patient. This step is crucial for ensuring that your textures are solid and ready for paint. And there you have it. Now, your 3D city is ready for color. Get ready to bring your textured cityscape to life with a vibrant palette. Before we bring our cityscape to life, let's set the stage with a captivating sky. Paint the background sky first. This will be the canvas upon which our entire world is built. Think about the mood you want to create. Sunny or stormy, your choice. A bright, cheerful day or a dramatic, cloud-filled evening. Consider the overall feeling you want your painting to evoke. The sky is your first opportunity to express that. Don't be afraid to really load up your brush with paint. Using a large brush to fill in all the crevices will ensure a rich, textured base for the rest of your painting. This texture will add depth and interest to the final piece. With the sky complete, it's time to start building our city. Next, paint each building with a base color. This initial layer doesn't need to be perfect, it's simply a foundation upon which we'll add details and dimension. Once the base coats are dry, switch to smaller brushes for edges. This will allow you to create clean, defined lines that give your buildings a sense of structure and form. Precision is key here. Now let's add some depth and realism. To create depth, add shadows by mixing black into your base color. Experiment with different ratios to achieve the desired level of darkness. Consider where your light source is coming from. And painting the sides away from your light source will create the illusion of three-dimensionality. This is what will make your buildings pop off the canvas. To further enhance the sense of depth, highlight the sunlit sides by mixing in white. This contrast between light and shadow is what brings the scene to life. Now for the fun part. Add pops of color for windows. These small details can add a lot of personality and charm to your cityscape. Don't forget the finishing touches, like and streetlights. These elements will add a sense of realism and atmosphere to your painting, especially if you've chosen a nighttime scene. These details make your city come alive, transforming it from a simple collection of shapes into a bustling, vibrant metropolis. The interplay of light and shadow creates depth and dimension, giving your painting a sense of realism and visual interest. It's all about light and dimension. Step back and admire your vibrant metropolis. You've successfully captured the energy and excitement of urban life on canvas. For the final touch, use a dry brush with light paint to highlight raised textures. This makes details pop. Add gloss varnish to windows for shine or metallic paint for special accents. Once dry, photograph your masterpiece in good light to capture its depth. Share your art with friends, family, or online. Show off your creativity. Keep experimenting with new textures and ideas. Every project is a step forward. Now go create more amazing art. Smash the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos.